Good old big bro Pisces. Peace, peace, my peaceful Pisces. What's good? Y'all know who it is, and we back. Back for our monthly session of oracle readings. I know y'all have been having an optimistically correct time. I'm about to start rambling, y'all. I'm trying to reel myself in before I get started. You know how I do sometimes. Sebek, I'm feeling it. It's Sebek cycle, y'all, as of today. And it's also Mercury retrograde. So you know I've been doing my energy work. So, because I got the raps, even though I'm tired, you know what I mean? I'm a little bit tired, you know. But you know me. We got to do here, okay? All right, so yeah, man, we back for our readings, you know what I mean? It is, you know, as I said, it's Mercury retrograde. So Mercury's going backwards in the sky. Beware, right? Beware of Mercury going backwards in the sky, right? Watch the ideas, you know what I mean? Watch your thinking. Watch out for the thoughts. Watch out for weird, you know, technological issues, you know, with your devices and things like that, right? You know, be careful of contracts. If you got to sign a contract, you know, make sure you got your God and your Shepsu with you. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you are well, you know, studied in the contract, right? You know, you got your magnifying glass and you got your lawyer, right? You know what I'm saying? You know, you're going to get to the fine print, you know what I mean? Make sure your lawyer knows what's up, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah. But, you know, because, you know, like we get scared of the Mercury retrograde energy, but it's really not nothing to be scared of. At the end of the day, we are the white light, all right? If you the white light, then you can go through any circumstance and remain the white light, right? So, you know, sometimes we got to go through the darkness, you know what I'm saying? But if you can remain the white light in the darkness, then you light the place up, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know, it's scary, but not if you are in your higher vibration, your higher self, right? All right. So, with that said, folks, let's go ahead and talk to God. Let me put you on pause for 1 second. Okay. All right. So here we go, folks. For my Pisces, hope y'all be having nice dreams. Make sure you pay attention to those right about now, because we're going into the solstice season. So this is a time of psychic receptivity. So that being said, let's go in. Aha, psychic receptivity. Did I just say? Wajet Hetep. Wajet Hetep. All right. Well, what are we talking about? Okay, Wajet Hetep. Okay, so Wajet is indeed psychicism, right? For the good, for the bad, psychicism, right? If you have to get in harmony with this energy such that it don't be bad, okay? Because it's energy, right? It's Hetep, so it's there, right? You know what I mean? This ain't no escaping the energy, right? But you can harmonize with it, and it could land on you if it's, you know, this white jet could be arrows, you know what I mean? Projectiles, you know, formed at you, right? But if you in harmony, if you in proper vibration, then they land on you again, like, you know, flowers, like somebody shot a rose at you and it hits you. You're like, oh, you start smiling because you're in your high vibration, you know what I'm saying? And they probably gave you some good luck as well, right? Get in harmony with this wide jet and you can represent your own magic, right? So, which is it? You know, which is it? Is this the magic that comes at you or the magic that you produce? You know what I mean? We're going to get into our Om Hum Cashapp mantra, right? Which is the mantra of heaven, right? This is the Omen mantra, right? And, you know, it's no coincidence that the Omen mantra is the same as the Wajet Nekabet mantra, right? It's about bringing harmony, balance to the being, right? On an internal psychical level, okay? Wajet Hetep. Okay, let's go to the I King. Say, break it down. All right, here we go. Straight stress. Straight. Straight stress, straight, straight. Straight stress, straight, straight. 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 Open. Straight, straight, open. All right. We got the 4 to 3 into the 28. 43 is the hexagram of resolution. Resolution, not revolution. Resolution. There's actually a hexagram of revolution. This is not it though. This is resolution, meaning being resolute. What is resolute? You know, develop your resolve, and then you are sure of something, right? You are, you know, unwavering with what you're going to do. You have resolved. You know, you sat and you said, yes, okay, I get it. All right, well, there's no going back. You know what I mean? And you go forward, right? Resolute, resolution. Okay. So this is usually talking about the conditionings, right? This hexagram has to do with being resolutely focused where it regards your conditionings, where it regards certain things that you've identified as your vices, or, you know, things that you want to put inside your being as part of you, as what you do, right? You know, or things that you are trying to get rid of and stop. You know, it could be people. You know what I mean? It's gonna be people. You need to get rid of some dude that just be hanging around. You know what I mean? You gotta be resolute about it. You know what I mean? You gotta cut him off. Pull out your Tehuti sword and take one step further. Take another step. Take another. Yeah, man. Resolute. That kind of resolute, right? So, all right. What is it that you gotta be resolute about? Okay. Wajet is a hot manifestation of life force. Okay. Wajet can represent as passions, right? This is the energy that you're involved in with sex, right? On a physical level, right? This is also the energy that you're involved with fighting, right? Bringing that hot force up. It's Wajet. It's Herupti's energy. It's a Wajet heat, right? So, as well, and I always say it, you know what I mean? Anytime you see Wajet, right? It's about being in balance, keeping it in balance. So you are to go get some water, right? Chant or set in order to harmonize. Right? You still want to do your Ham Kasham, right? Your Wajet mantra, right? Ham Kasham is a combination of Osir's mantra, Wajet's mantra, and Nekabet's mantra. Wajet's mantra is Ham, Nekabet's mantra is Kasham. So these are all put together to get the harmony, right? To harmonize them, right? But you can concentrate on, Wajet endeavors, right? Something that you have deemed, you did the readings and Wajet governs this. You're going to go to Ham Kasham with Wajet in your mind, right? With achieving your goal in this Wajet way, even though you're chanting Nekabet's mantra. Again, it's about harmony. But also Nekabet is the cool, right? It's bringing the cool, right? But Osset will bring the cool, but it's a deity. It's not just an energy, right? So the deity has a certain intelligence that comes with it, right? Has a, many times we're doing readings and, we kind of are looking for the deity. We want one of those cards to be a deity usually, so such that we have a better focus on what personality we need to invoke, right? What way of being we need to, do, right? What onken ma'at, or way of deity, right? Way of truth of the deity we need to invoke, right? So there's none here, right? So we go to Osset, right? Osset will now give us the intelligence, right? Osset's intelligence has to do with receiving, right? Being intuitive, right? Being able to intuit what you need, right? What is the need of the circumstance, the situation, right? Being receptive, tuning in, right? Also humility, right? You know, Wajet knows how to make people comfortable because of the empathic nature of what Wajet is, right? Wajet is just fire. What Wajet is, what Offset is, pardon me. Wajet, on the other hand, is just fire. Fire don't receive. Fire is just, you know what I'm saying? But in this, you know, Wajet is very magical. So, you know, yeah. Take that how it resonates, folks. Let's go to the I Ching and read about this resolution that we're talking about. Alright, y'all know brother ain't as young as he used to be. Got my old man specs. Here we go. Alright. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to read the full hexagram and then we're going to go to the line. Not the full hexagram, but the full theme of the hexagram. Okay. Resoluteness. One must make the matter known truthfully in court. Also, one must announce it in one's own city to avert a resort to arms. Advancing is advantageous. Okay, the last weakness or evil that you possess must be removed from the top of the hexagram in order that the perfection of the creative may be achieved. This must be done with determination, openly and in public. So when you resolute, you declare it before public. Yo, I'm going to stop smoking. Right? You say that before everybody in your family, right? You know, repeat it again at the job so that, you know, what you're doing is you putting people on blast. Like, you see me smoking, you know you getting my behind about that. Like, you know what I mean? You know, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting that on you now. You know, I'm being resolute, right? Make the matter known in openly and in public. There's always the danger of evil trying to fight its way back to regain its former place. Hence, not only is an open confession required, but one's inner self must know and accept the change and carry it through in a peaceful manner. Fighting will give the evil strength. Advancing and removing the weeds one by one in just a way will be advantageous. Right? The trigram Tui lake is above Chien, heaven. Heaven indicates heavenly nourishment, i.e., the improvement of morals and character in some, and the enhancement of spiritual development in others. All right? These individuals have the potential to be superior persons, able to help other individuals to improve themselves. They will be found in all walks of life at various levels, always at the stations where destiny decrees that they can serve the divine purpose best. Their inner strength and ability is great if they choose to use it. They use it. Through use, it will grow and thus be of greater value. Yeah. Sometimes I gotta quiet my mind when I be reading. So that's just that Mercury stuff, man. Okay, so general, right? General thing about the hexagram is, you know, you are, you know, again, it's about being resolute, right? You know, but you know, you're declaring it. You know, you're not fighting, right? You just declared it, right? It's not a struggle, right? You're not having a struggle with nothing, right? You put your will on declaration, right? You just, you know, you let it be, right? Now, the first line is power in the toes, advance, no success. He is blameworthy. Right, see, that's why I love the I Ching, right? It ain't no sugarcoating, you know what I'm saying? Like, I Ching don't sugarcoat. I Ching is a very highly spiritual oracle, but it takes it there. When it's bad, it's going to tell you that, yeah, it's bad. You know what I'm saying? You know, misfortune, he is blameworthy. Like, you know, other lines you hear the oracle saying, grow the hell up. Like, not really that deep, but yeah, sometimes just like that. All right, so he is blameworthy. This line in the bottom position does not have sufficient strength to advance and attain success by itself. Hence, any boastfulness or show of power is erroneous, since this will not accomplish results. If one acts thus, one truly deserves blame. Primarily, it indicates that those with this controlling line should be cautious in their lives and only try to advance at any given time as far as they can. As far as they know that they can safely go, yet they should always strive for advance. All right? Let me read that again. Primarily, it indicates that those with this controlling line should be cautious in their lives and only try to advance at any given time as far as they can know they can go safely, right? As far as they only, if you know you can only go to the corner, then only go to the corner, don't go no further, all right? It's like, it's got, little kids, don't go past the corner. Right? All will have great inner strength, but some will use it for purposes of good and some will not, right? So power in the toes, right? One is boastful about, about to do this, you know what I mean? So you're probably talking about it, right? You're boastful, right? It's like, and you advance with this, kind of boastful energy, and it's saying, no, don't do that. Like, you're wrong. Like, you're blameworthy for proceeding in that manner. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because, you could meet, a circumstance by which you have to stop, right? And you can't advance, right? So, this is like any show of boastfulness is not right, not what it should be on, like not what you should be on, right? And okay, so for the most auspicious, he will know when and in which direction and how far to advance. He will be wise and capable of avoiding danger. He will be wise inwardly, or he should be wise, right? He should be wise inwardly. Oh yeah, I think I lost it. Right, the most auspicious, right? He will be wise inwardly. His external circumstances will be such, however, that he will not be able to use all his knowledge effectively. He will have a good life. For the least auspicious, he will be a man of no virtue who will use his powers for gain and self-satisfaction. He will be boastful and will exaggerate. He will always try to be the leader, but will lack the basic intelligence to carry matters through effectively. He will have many hardships and may bring disaster upon himself and his associates. He will be blamed for a rash decision, officer or official. Business and professional efforts to advance will be repelled by others. Ordinary people, he will make mistakes. He will make many mistakes due to rashness and impetuosity. So this first line is all about rashness, right? One is, he's on his go, right? On his go and boastful, and, he's kind of like not seeing things like they are. He's not really seeing himself like other people are seeing. Other people is like, look at this dude. He's doing too much. You know what I'm saying? He's like, he's all over the place. He's talking big. He's doing this by the, you know what I mean? When he really should chill. That man should chill type of thing, right? But, as far as he knows, like, yeah, he's going to do his thing. And he's kind of flipping off at the mouth about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's blameworthy, right? So it's saying don't do that, right? So now, once he does that, this goes into the hexagram of 28, right? 28 is like it's preponderance. What is it? Preponderance of the great? That sounds like 34. Let's see. Let us see. 28 is a special circumstance, right? So something, whatever happens, it produces a circumstance that is out of the ordinary, right? Special, not necessarily in a good way, right? But very different, right? Inner preponderance. Inner preponderance. Why? Because I don't know if y'all can see that. Let's try it like this. Inner preponderance, because of the structure of the hexagram, right? This is hexagram 28. And if you see, the weak yin line is on the outside, right? The 2 weak yin lines are on the outside, where the 4 strong yang lines are on the inside. So this creates a circumstance of inner preponderance, right? Where, you know, this is not a circumstance that can, you know, really be left to really exist, because eventually what's inside, they're in dominance, right? There's too many of them, and they're strong. So they're eventually gonna shake off these 2 on the outside. They're gonna get outside of that, you know. So ultimately, it's a unusual circumstance because of that, right? Many of y'all notice in the 62, it's the opposite circumstance. You have the 2 yin lines, the 2 yang lines in the middle, where you have the 4 yin lines on the outside. So that's the picture of a big guy being held by like 4 little guys. You know what I'm saying? So that that hexagram is like preponderance of the small, right? The little guys dominating that one. So yeah, inner preponderance, right? Which basically, you know, like we could go all into it, but, you know, ultimately, you know, inner preponderance. The rig pulls sages precariously. Pursuing a goal is advantageous. Success, right? So this is go for you know, this could go both ways though. You know, this could be in a, you know, special circumstance that goes positive or negative. Wajet is on the table. You know, Wajet is on the table. So, okay, all right, let's hone it in. Let's tie it up, right? You know, this individual who is walking around boastful, doing X, Y, Z, right? If he is not in harmony, like he's in that Wajet energy. That's a Wajet kind of vibration. You know what I mean? He's on his toes. He's talking big. He's got a lot of energy with him. He's like, let's do this, or whatever it is, right? But this produces a special circumstance, right? So, you know, again, this could be for good or for bad, right? But as long as we are taking that magical, passionate force of Wajet and kind of balancing it with the coolness and the receptivity of our set, then we can harmonize the circumstance and, you know, even, you know, kind of produce a great result, right? You know, our set is the key here, right? Because you have to deal with this energy that gets this, you know, makes you want to be boastful, or, you know, on your toes so much, right? You know, leaping off from your toes, like, you know, you're not really, you know, calm in your go, right? You're, you know, passionate. You're out there with it. You're doing too much, and you can't perceive right because people is talking about you. People saying, "Yo, you tripping? That dude over there, he tripping." They talking about you amongst themselves. They ain't telling you, right? So you gotta, you know, just be careful. You know that you're in a weird situation now. Now you gotta bring it down a little bit with this Wajet, right? You gotta be on your all set, right? But if you can do this, you know, again, there's something magical about Wajet. Wajet is going to do some magic, right? So, you know, you can accomplish your goals, but you have to harmonize. That's the key. Harmonize your energies, right? Get your yoga on, get your qigong on, right? Harmonize your energies, get your sleep, you know what I'm saying? Get your nourishment, you know, proper nourishment. You're just eating anything, mess up your energies. Okay, let's go into the tarot. Go to the tarot. You know, another correspondence here that, you know, I'm being reminded to speak about is the fact of juju coming at you, right? You know, perhaps this is a situation where an individual kind of, you know, let his plans be known by others, and maybe they don't have the best intentions for him. You know, he was forward in the toes, right? Or, you know, loose with the tongue, kind of thing, right? Boastful, maybe. Or, you know, maybe he wasn't boastful. He just put his plans out there because he thought he could trust people. But the people turned on him, kind of thing, right? You know, something like that. And so, you know, why jet, right? So people started throwing magic at him. You know? Could be that, folks, right? Could be something like that, right? And that's a special situation. So either way, this man gonna get in his Wajet Omen Cashapp, right? He's gonna see himself as Osir, you know, going through the difficulty and coming on the outside or the other side successful, right? He's the white light. At the end, he remains the white light. Okay. All right. Let's see what the tarot talk about. Okay, two things pop out. We got the, well, since this came out first, Six of Swords is on the top. Six of Swords is leaving on the next train. I don't know if I'll be back again, right? And he's leaving what? Stalking, right? Someone's stalking this guy. He's like, look, I'm sailing on the calmer waters. Okay, I'm out, all right? You see it's rough over here. We're going over there where it's nice and serene. Right? And these guys talking about him. You know what I mean? They're talking about him. Page of Swords, they blowing smoke in the air. Like, ooh. You know, somebody talking about you. Somebody talking about what you doing. You know what I mean? Somebody rapping about you. Okay? Alright. So, there is a death. There is an ending of a cycle and perhaps the beginning of a new cycle. Right? Things are ending. And, you know, let's see. Alright. Okay. Death is on the table. To the King of Pentacles. This guy got Pentacles now. Up top from that is Nine of Cups. He's got a wish fulfillment. So he sailed on from the people who were stalking and jibber-jabbing about him, right? And he caused death to that situation and basically made a transition into some prosperity, right? His wishes are being fulfilled. Sounds like good stuff for this guy. Whoever this guy is, King of Cups. That's you. Hey, Pisces, that's what we are. Pisces, that's you, man. Nine of Cups, right? Two of Swords. So, you know, there's still some background chitter chatter, right? There's still a little bit of, you know, I won't say confusion. Maybe it's a little confusion, right? But there's wishes fulfilled, right? There is, you know, he got to work through these swords in his head, though. But yeah, at the end of the day, he get to be holding his cup. He probably make a song about you. Something like that. Yeah. Right? So, you know, so this is good stuff. This is good stuff if you don't be boastful about what you're talking about, right? If you don't be, you know, forward with your speech, you know what I mean? You won't, you know, create a, you know, hot circumstance. Also, make sure you're on your meditations. Make sure you cultivate the deities in your head. You know what I'm saying? Get on your asset. Get your humility on. You know what I mean? Put on your water suit. Anytime you see Jet, right, you're going to throw on a water suit. You know what I'm saying? You're going to walk around in your water bubble, right? And you're going to visualize things splashing off of your water bubble as you on your go or on your road. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we doing it, folks. Yeah, it's just like that. All right, so we got Wajet Hetep. We got the 43rd hexagram, first line stress into the 28. All right, we got Six of Swords, Page of Wands, right? Six of Swords and the Page of Wands, right? And then we got the Death card. The King of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the Two of Swords, so it's decisions to be made, and at the end of the day, we're talking about the King of Cups. All right. So that's the reading, Pisces. I hope this helped. And yeah, if it did, drop me a like. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? Donate to the channel. You know what I'm saying? All of those things will benefit your brother, to continue doing what we're doing, right? All right, and look out for the E-King classes that we talked about a long time ago. You know what I mean? We've been waiting for the book. We can't get the book, so we're just going to go in anyway, right? We're going to do these E-King classes and get them out there for you. Okay, so that's it, folks. We're going to say peace and love, and we're going to see y'all next time. Peace.